Burberry. The name conjures images of British luxury, the iconic trench coat, that distinctive check pattern. For decades, Burberry stood as a giant in the fashion world. But recently, this titan has stumbled. The numbers are grim, the leadership is shaky, and the brand itself seems lost. What went wrong with this fashion icon? And can Burberry find its way back to the top? The financial picture at Burberry is bleak. Sales have plummeted, profits have evaporated. Once a beacon of luxury and style, the brand now finds itself in a precarious position, struggling to stay afloat in a turbulent market. Investors are running for the hills, panic has set in, and the once loyal shareholders are now desperately trying to offload their stocks. Just how bad is it? In the last year alone, Burberry's stock has lost nearly half its value. This dramatic decline has sent shockwaves through the financial community, raising questions about the brand's future. That's like walking into a casino, putting down $100 on black, and watching the little white ball land on 00. Twice. The odds are grim, and the losses are staggering. The reasons for this financial freefall are complex, but one thing is clear. Burberry is in deep trouble. Market analysts are scrambling to understand the root causes, from changing consumer preferences to global economic uncertainties. The company has been forced to take drastic measures. Dividends have been slashed. This move, while necessary, has only added to the discontent among shareholders. Jobs are on the line. The impact is being felt across the board, with employees facing the harsh reality of layoffs and restructuring. Even the sacred cow of executive bonuses is being sacrificed. Top executives, who once enjoyed hefty bonuses, are now seeing their compensation packages slashed. These are desperate times at Burberry headquarters. The atmosphere is tense, and the future is uncertain. And unless something changes dramatically, the future looks even worse than the present. The brand's survival hangs in the balance, and the road to recovery seems long and arduous. Imagine a ship sailing through a storm. Now imagine that every few months, a new captain takes the helm, each with a different idea of how to weather the gale. That's the situation at Burberry, where leadership has been about as stable as a Kardashian marriage. CEOs have come and gone faster than you can say, checkered scarf. Each new leader brings their own vision, their own strategy, their own, well, you get the idea. This constant churn at the top has created chaos and confusion. Employees don't know who to listen to, investors don't know who to trust, and customers, well, they're just confused about what Burberry even stands for anymore. Burberry used to have a clear identity. It was classic British luxury. Think timeless trench coats, elegant scarves, that instantly recognizable check pattern. But somewhere along the way, Burberry lost its way. In an attempt to appeal to a younger, hipper demographic, the brand started chasing trends instead of setting them. The result? A mishmash of designs that alienated core customers without attracting enough new ones. The iconic check pattern, once a symbol of understated elegance, became overused and frankly a little tacky. Burberry's once clear brand identity had become muddled, leaving everyone wondering what the brand was supposed to be. Section 5. Digital disconnect. Falling behind the curve. Remember when your parents first discovered Facebook? It was a mix of excitement and confusion, right? That's kind of like Burberry's relationship with the digital world. They were excited, but didn't quite know how to navigate it. While other luxury brands were busy building online empires, investing in sleek websites, and engaging social media content, Burberry was slow to embrace e-commerce and social media. By the time they finally caught on, it was like showing up to a party after the cops had already shut it down. The opportunity to make a grand entrance had passed. Burberry's online presence is still playing catch-up. Their website is clunky, difficult to navigate, and far from user-friendly. Their social media is uninspired, lacking the creativity and engagement that other brands have mastered. And their digital marketing strategy seems to be stuck in 2012 with outdated tactics that no longer resonate with today's audience. In today's hyper-connected world, a strong online presence is no longer optional. It's essential. Brands need to be where their customers are, and that's online. And right now, Burberry's digital game is weak. They need to innovate and adapt quickly if they want to stay relevant in the fast-paced digital landscape. Section 6, the luxury landscape, fierce competition. The luxury market is a jungle. And like any jungle, it's full of predators. Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, these are just a few of the heavy hitters that Burberry is up against. And they're not just competing for customers' wallets, they're competing for attention, for buzz, for a place in the cultural conversation. In this cutthroat environment, Burberry's missteps have been costly. While their rivals have been innovating and adapting, Burberry has been slow to react. The result? Burberry is losing market share to brands that are hungrier, nimbler, and more in tune with the times. Section 7, can Burberry bounce back? Glimmer of hope. The situation at Burberry is serious, but it's not hopeless. The brand still has a lot going for it. There's the heritage, the craftsmanship, the global recognition, and there are signs that the company is finally starting to wake up and smell the burnt trench coat. New leadership is in place, and they seem to understand the challenges ahead. Investments are being made in digital, in design, in re-establishing a clear brand identity. It's too early to say whether these efforts will be enough to turn the tide, but at least Burberry is finally moving in the right direction. Section 8, the future of fashion, a call to action. The fashion industry is at a pivotal moment where innovation and tradition collide, creating a landscape ripe for transformation. The story of Burberry's downfall is a cautionary tale for any brand, luxury or otherwise. It serves as a stark reminder that no brand is immune to the forces of change and disruption. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, complacency is not an option. Brands must be vigilant, constantly adapting to the shifting tides of consumer behavior and technological advancements. Brands need to be agile, innovative, and constantly evolving to stay ahead of the curve. This means embracing new technologies, exploring uncharted territories, and daring to be different. They need to understand their customers, connect with them on an emotional level, and give them a reason to care. Emotional resonance is key in building lasting relationships and brand loyalty. So what can you, dear viewer, do? Pay attention, be a discerning consumer, educate yourself about the brands you support and the values they stand for. Demand more from the brands you support. Your voice matters. Advocate for sustainability, ethical practices, and transparency in the fashion industry. Because the future of fashion, and indeed the future of all businesses, depends on companies that are willing to adapt, innovate, and most importantly, listen. Listening to consumer feedback and acting on it is crucial for long-term success. And if you want to learn more about the fascinating, often bonkers world of fashion, hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. Stay informed, stay engaged, and be part of the conversation, unless you hate trench coats. But even then, there's so much more to discover in the world of fashion, in which case, you're dead to me. Just kidding. Fashion is for everyone, and there's always something new to explore.